Hello everyone, it's Noah, also known as Cinematic Jurassic, and today we are finally going to be going over my entire Jurassic Park collection, going over every single piece of Jurassic-related merchandise that I own. For those who haven't realized by now, Jurassic Park is both my favorite film and favorite franchise of all time, and so I collect a lot of merchandise from the film and the franchise in general just to show my love and support for the brand. I know this video has been a long time coming because a lot of you have wanted to see just what specific pieces of merchandise I own on these messes of shelves here. So we'll kind of like with my Blu-ray and DVD videos, we'll just start over here with the main shelves and then go over everything that's not on these shelves. So yeah, let's begin. So we'll start over here with this top shelf here, which also contains my Blu-ray player as well as my Xbox One. Now, this top shelf here, I call sort of the random shelf because the way I organize most of my collection is by the specific movie that the merchandise belongs to. But for this top shelf, it's really just a bunch of random pieces, but some of them are also pretty important and hold a special place in my heart. So yeah, it's an appropriate shelf to start with because we start where the entire franchise began with my copy of Michael Crichton's Jurassic Park and The Lost World. This was the first ever copy I bought of both novels, and it features both novels together in a single book, which I really like, and I love the artwork cover on it. So yeah, it's just I thought it was just a nice way a more convenient way, I guess I should say, to save shelf space when you have two novels in one book. So yeah, whenever I read either of the novels, I just usually go to this first copy here. And on top of it here, we've also got a Jurassic Park bookmark that I use whenever I'm reading the novels. And if I bring it up to the light here, also comes with a film frame of Laura Dern as Ellie Sattler, looking pretty shocked seeing the Brachiosaurus. An adventure 65 million years in the making. And what was really weird about this bookmark is that it's got the Jurassic Park logo, but the T-Rex skeleton is facing the wrong way, which I thought was really weird. But on the back here, it says Certificate of Authenticity. So I guess it's authentic, but I just thought that was really strange. But besides that, it's a really cool bookmark for sure. And then also back here, I have two individual paperback copies of both Jurassic Park and The Lost World. I really love the Lost World one because it has the film logo on it, which I think is really cool. And between all the novels here, we've got this really awesome 10-inch Funko Pop figure of Rexy. And then if we go back over here, we have the Jurassic Park Collector's Edition set, which was released in 2000, which contains both Jurassic Park and the Lost World Jurassic Park. So, and it's also got the Jurassic Park DVD in there. The Lost World one I took out because I wanted to keep it with my Lost World Jurassic Park related section of the collection. So we'll get to that in a minute. And then also back here, we've got issue 1 of the 2-issue Raptors series from Topps Comics, which is really, really cool. And then moving down the shelf here, we've got the Jurassic Park McDonald's collector's cups. I do have all 6 cups, but as you can see, I don't really have a lot of space to display them all, so I just stacked them all on top of each other. But I do have all 6. And the one I decided to have featured here at the bottom here on display was the Velociraptor one, because I just love the artwork on that one. And then up in the top here, we've got this really cool sort of brochure on how to safely use the night vision goggles, which I think is pretty funny. Behind that there, we've also got this really cool Danger Velociraptor containment sign, which my good friend Cretaceous Creations gave me. Shout out to you, Chaz, if you're watching. And then down here, I've got my PC copy of Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, which I still consider to be the greatest Jurassic Park game ever made. And then right next to that there, we've got a Jurassic Park postcard. I really love the artwork on this. I think it's really cool. And then back there in the back, we've got a couple of classic Jurassic Park map brochures. And then over there, tucked away in the back, we've got the Jurassic Park Adventure Pack, which was the first DVD copy I ever got of the original Jurassic Park trilogy, which I still love and treasure. And then finally, tucked away in the back here, we've got the second issue of the 2-part Raptor comic series from Topps. And then we move on to the second shelf here, and this is where I start organizing my collection based on the specific movie that the merchandise is from. So pretty much everything that you'll see on the second shelf here is dedicated specifically to the original 1993 Jurassic Park. So starting off over here, I have a Gallimimus sticker card from 1993 that's in mint condition. It's in really nice quality there, and it's sitting on top of a Jurassic Park logo coaster. And then we go over here to the back. We have this funny copy of Alan Grant's book, Dinosaur Detectives. There's nothing inside, it's just a cool little cover. And when you peel that back, you'll see my 2 VHS copies of Jurassic Park. And this really worn out one that you see here, this is it, guys. This was my introduction to Jurassic Park at 5 years old, and yeah, I've been a fan ever since. And then sitting up on top of the VHSs there, we have the remastered and expanded original soundtrack for Jurassic Park from La La Land Records, which is really, really nice. And then tucked back there, you will see the junior novelization of Jurassic Park. If I can pull it up there. So yeah, got the junior novelization of the film there. And then this bad boy in front here. Now, I can't really afford to own many Jurassic Park collectible statues, unfortunately, but I did manage to get this one, which is the Clever Girl scene from Iron Studios. And it's an amazing piece. I mean, the level of detail on this thing is absolutely fantastic. So, like I said, I can't really afford any more statues at this point in time, but if I could own any, I'm happy that I own this one for sure. And then coming back down here to the front here, we've got the Matchbox Jurassic Park Ford Explorer, which is really, really nice. Then over here, we've got a Jurassic Park badge that you can stitch on to clothing, which I might actually do someday, but I haven't gotten around to that yet. And then over here, we've got a Barbasol can. Now, this isn't a specific replica of the one used in Jurassic Park. It's just a regular Barbasol can, but I just decided it would be fun to add it to the collection, and only fans of the franchise will really get why it's here. And then tucked away there in the back, we've got the welcome kit for Jurassic Park, where a lot of the pieces of merchandise that you'll see in this collection come from. And in front of it there, we've got this little, I guess, just simple plastic sleeve with Mr. DNA on it, which is really cool. And then up top there, we've got the Jurassic Park badge pack collection, which did come as part of the welcome kit. And then coming back down to the front here, we've got a Jurassic Park pin, as well as a replica of Alan Grant's Raptor Claw. And then these little guys. Now, these are the die-cast metal minifigures from Kenner, and they were released in packs of 2. And I just randomly started collecting these one day, and I've become obsessed. I love these little guys. I really like the color schemes on them as well. It's not really what you see in the films. I don't have all of the packs, but I do have most of them. And so I try to keep them all in the 2-pack that they came in. So starting off here, we've got the Ankylosaurus and the Parasaurolophus, the Pteranodon and Gallimimus, the Dimetrodon and the Red Tyrannosaurus Rex, the Triceratops and Ceratosaurus, and the Iguanodon and Plesiosaurus. And the 2 packs of 2 that I'm still missing are the Dilophosaurus and Stegosaurus, as well as the Brachiosaurus and Velociraptor, but I'll get around to collecting those someday. And then moving behind the minifigures here, we've got a Jurassic Park Jeep Wrangler place card that you can put in your car, as well as a 3D mini poster standee that I got at Walmart on sale, actually, which is really, really nice. And then in front of it there, we've got one of the figures from a set I bought from Universal Studios Japan. Now, I've never actually been to Universal Studios Japan physically, but they do sell a lot of their merchandise on sites such as eBay. And I was able to get a set with several minifigures in them. And I loved this one because it's my favorite scene in the movie, the iconic Brachiosaurus standing over the tree as the visitors look on in amazement. So I just thought that would be a really cool figure to put in front of the 3D standee here. And like I said, it did come as part of a set, so you will see some of the other minifigures that came in this set throughout the rest of this video. And then back down at the front here, we've got a 3-day adult pass for Jurassic Park, which I thought was pretty amusing. And then here's another one of those Universal Studios Japan figures that I was talking about. This one is the baby Velociraptor hatching out of its egg. And then this really awesome bust that came with as part of the 2011 Blu-ray set. And tucked away behind it there, you will actually see the Jurassic Park Ultimate Trilogy Blu-ray set. And then tucked away in the back there, I've also got the official souvenir magazine for Jurassic Park from Topps. And then working our way down to the last few pieces on this shelf here, we've got my original Jurassic Park iPhone case, as well as a kid's book called The Dinosaurs of Jurassic Park. And like I said, it's basically just a kiddie book going over the different dinosaurs that you see in the film. But yeah, it's really, really cool. And finally, over here, we've got the Jurassic Park Tiger Electronics game. And I got this from my good friend, Jay Jurassic. Shout out to you, man. And then hanging over the Tiger Electronics box here, we've got a couple of Jurassic Park lanyards. So this first one here, this one I used a lot back when I was in college. I used it for my room keys and all that stuff, which is really, really cool. I love the design on it. But now I just use it for my Jurassic Park VIP visitor badge. And then the second one here, this green and yellow one, this came as part of the Jurassic Park welcome kit. And it's also got Dennis Nedry's name tag on it. And then we move on to this third shelf here, which I like to call the Site B shelf, because this one contains most of my merchandise from both the Lost World Jurassic Park as well as Jurassic Park 3. So starting over here with the Lost World portion of the collection here, we have another one of those Universal Studios Japan minifigures that I was talking about. This one featuring the Buck Tyrannosaurus Rex rampaging through San Diego. And then next to it there, we have another Matchbox car, this one featuring the Mercedes Jungle Explorer. And then behind them there, we have the original release of the soundtrack for the Lost World. I think many people are familiar with this one. This is the one that features the fold-out standee, which is really, really cool. And then behind it there, we have a green Tyrannosaurus Rex plush doll. This isn't official Lost World Jurassic Park merchandise, but it's a T-Rex, it's green, so it reminds me of the Buck Tyrannosaurus Rex from the film, so I thought I'd just keep him there. And then behind him there, we've got the Collector's Edition DVD of the Lost World that came from the Collector's Edition pack along with Jurassic Park that I showed earlier. And next to it there, I've got my Lost World VHS with the lenticular slipcover, which is really cool. In front of him there, I've got the audiobook CD for Michael Crichton's The Lost World novel. And then way in the back over there, now, I don't really collect Jurassic Park toys. I'm not a huge toy collector in general, but I did want to get a couple from at least the first two movies, since those are the ones that I love so much. And since Ian Malcolm is my favorite character in the entire franchise, I wanted to get an Ian Malcolm figure. So I got Ian Malcolm with the baby T-Rex, which is really, really cool. So yeah, he's just tucked away back there. I wish I could get him to show him, but I'd have to move all this stuff to get him. And then working our way back down to the front here, we've got the 4-issue comic adaptation of The Lost World from Topps. And I've got issue 4 on display there, featuring the Buck Tyrannosaurus Rex and the San Diego incident. Then down here on display, we've got my PC copy of Trespasser, which some may not consider Lost World merchandise, but it came out as a sequel to the film in 1998, and it's got the Lost World Jurassic Park logo there, so I've just always considered the game Lost World related merchandise. And then down here in the front, we've got what I call an unofficial piece of Lost World Jurassic Park merchandise. This is the Stegosaurus figure from Papo. Now, if you don't know who Papo is, they are a model making company that made several dinosaur figures that bear a strong resemblance to the dinosaurs seen in the Jurassic Park franchise. Again, they're not officially licensed by Jurassic Park, but when you see some of the dinosaur figures, it is blatantly obvious that they are inspired by the designs in the Jurassic franchise. And I have a couple more of those that you'll see later in the collection. But yeah, this is one of the examples here. This is the Papo Stegosaurus, which, as you can see, obviously bears a strong resemblance to the ones seen in the Lost World Jurassic Park. So yeah, I just put it with the Lost World Jurassic Park merchandise. And then over there, it's sitting on top of another Jurassic Park coaster, this one featuring a T-Rex footprint. And I just decided to place it in the Lost World portion of the collection because I'm just always reminded of that scene, that ominous scene in the movie where Ajay and Roland come upon the Tyrannosaurus Rex track. And then tucked away in the back there, I've got a prop replica copy of InGen's Site B list that Roland Tembo uses in the Dinosaur Roundup sequence. And then to finish off the Lost World portion of the collection here, I've got another copy of the soundtrack. this one being the remastered and expanded soundtrack from La La Land Records. So yes, I have both Jurassic Park and Lost World soundtracks from La La Lands, and they are phenomenal releases. Highly recommend them. And then moving on to the Jurassic Park 3 portion of the collection here, I've got one of the Jurassic Park 3 Adventures books, this one being Survivor, which is told from the first-person point of view of Eric Kirby while he was stranded 8 weeks on Isla Sorna. And then over here we've got my VHS copy of Jurassic Park 3, and right in front of it there we've got a little Kirby Enterprises business card, which I thought was pretty funny. And sitting in front of it there is another Jurassic Park coaster. This one has 3 theropod claws going through it, so naturally I just felt like it belonged with the Jurassic Park 3 portion of the collection. And then tucked away in the back there, we've got my collector's edition DVD copy of Jurassic Park 3. And then next to it there, we've also got the Beyond Jurassic Park making of DVD with the Spinosaurus logo on it. And then hidden over there, we've got another one of those unofficial licensed Jurassic Park figures from Papo that I was talking about. This one being the Papo Spinosaurus, which, as you can see, obviously bears a strong resemblance to the design seen in Jurassic Park 3. And then next to it there in the front, we've also got another Papo figure here, this one bearing a strong resemblance to the JP3 male velociraptors seen in the film with the color scheme and everything. Only thing they're missing is the quills, but other than that, yeah, it's clearly inspired by the male raptors from JP3. And then on the front here on display, we've got one of my most cherished video games from my childhood, that being Jurassic Park 3 Danger Zone. I used to play this game all the time as a kid, and I just have so many strong memories. Whenever I think of the JP3 era of the franchise, Danger Zone is one of the first things that comes to mind. I just remember being obsessed with playing this game all the time as a kid. And then right below it there, we've got another Universal Studios Japan minifigure, this one being the Spinosaurus, surrounded by the flames from the river attack sequence of the film. Really, really cool. And then finally, we come down to the bottom shelf, which contains most of my Jurassic World trilogy-related merchandise. As you can see, it's pretty bare bones when compared to the previous shelves, because I don't really collect that much Jurassic World merchandise, to be honest with you, at least compared to the original trilogy. So yeah, this shelf should go by pretty fast when compared to the others. So starting over here in the Jurassic World portion of the collection, we've got a Jurassic World badge featuring Dr. Henry Wu. Next to it there, we've got a bookshelf nuke featuring Blue the Velociraptor that I got at Walmart, which is really cool. Behind it there, we've got my book copy of The Evolution of Claire. And then sitting next to it there, we've also got my steelbook copy of Jurassic World. And then down here at the front, we've got the Indominus Rex and Tyrannosaurus Rex statues that came with the 3D Collector Edition Blu-ray release of Jurassic World. And then in front of them there, we've also got 2 more Universal Studios Japan minifigures. One featuring the Mosasaurus breaching out of the water eating a shark, as well as a Jurassic World Pteranodon that refused to stay on his little stand, which is over there. So yeah, I just have him sitting here between the Indominus Rex and Rexy going to battle. And then moving on to the Fallen Kingdom portion of the collection here, we've got my Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom popcorn tin bucket, which I got at an employee discount while I was working at Cinemark. And then inside it there, we've got a few more collectible goodies here. So we've got the Target exclusive Blu-ray release of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. And then there's the concept artwork booklet that came with the release. And then we've got a steelbook copy of the Jurassic Park Ultimate Trilogy. And then we've also got seasons 1 through 3 of Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous here on DVD. Really the only 3 seasons worth owning, in my opinion. And then finally here we've got a little bag containing some Jurassic Park stickers. And you'll see some of these that I've put on display on things such as my trading card booklet and laptop. So yeah, you'll see some of those throughout the collection. Also in the back there, I've got my Best Buy exclusive Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom steelbook. Then in front of it there, we've got another little Funko Pop figure of Rexy. Then right here, we've got 2 more Universal Studios Japan minifigures. This first one here showing Rexy in our iconic Fallen Kingdom pose over the Carnotaurus. And then this one over here featuring the Indoraptor on the Lockwood Mansion roof. And then next to the minifigures there, we've got a custom-made clay figure of Blue the Velociraptor. My sister made this for me a few years ago, back when she was in art class. And then finally, last on the collection shelves here, you will see my Jurassic World Ultimate Collection Blu-ray set, which contains all 6 current Jurassic films. And yes, this is my only home video release you will see of Jurassic World Dominion. Next to the shelf portion of the collection, we've got some more Jurassic-related books and magazines and comics and things like that. So yeah, I'll just go through all of those real quick. So starting off here, we've got 3 volumes of the classic Jurassic Park comics from Topps. Volume 1 here is the comic book adaptation of the original 1993 film. Then Volume 2 here, Raptor's Revenge. This contains Jurassic Park Zero, the prequel comic, as well as the 2-issue Raptor series that I showed the individual copies of earlier, as well as the first 4 issues of the Raptor Attack comic series. And then Volume 4 over here contains the first 4 issues of the Return to Jurassic Park storyline. I still need to get Volumes 3 and 5, but I'll get around to collecting those someday. But yeah, if you're a fan of the original Topps comics that served as a direct sequel to the original Jurassic Park, then I highly recommend getting your hands on these volume compilations if you can. And then next over here, I've got a Lost World Jurassic Park poster book, which basically just contains a bunch of mini posters featuring scenes from the film. Some of them deleted scenes, actually, such as Ajay's death scene with the Velociraptors, or that scene from the trailer where Sarah Harding shouting, "Isn't it great?" So yeah, just really cool moments like that. And it's just really cool production photos too, like that one right there. That is just so awesome. So yeah, I might actually hang or frame some of these on my walls someday. But as for now, I'm kind of running out of wall space for posters. So they're all just still in the book for now. But yeah, really, really cool. And then right here, I've got a Jurassic Park 3 movie storybook, which is basically just a kid version of the story of JP3. So yeah, but I bought it mainly just so I could see all, kind of like the poster book for Lost World, just so I could see all these cool production photos from the film. Really, really cool. And then here are some Jurassic related magazines that I've collected over the years, mostly during the release of Fallen Kingdom and Dominion. These 2 for Dominion especially are really weird. Like, I don't know what's going on with those T-Rex designs. I don't know if it was just a rights issue, but that doesn't make sense because they have Blue the Velociraptor there. So I don't know why these 2 magazines don't feature the Jurassic Park T-Rex design, but yeah, it's really, really weird. And then we have Making of Jurassic Park and Making of Lost World by Jody Duncan. 2 books that I highly recommend if you're a fan of the behind-the-scenes productions of the films, especially the first 2 films by Spielberg. I feel like these 2 books are one of the things that are essential for any Jurassic collection. And then this really cool book here, Jurassic Park Collectibles, which is a book that goes over the history of all Jurassic-related merchandise from the first film all the way to 2015 with the Jurassic World toy line. And even though I'm not a huge toy collector, I think this book is a great companion piece to have if you're looking for new pieces of Jurassic-related merchandise to add to your collection, even beyond just toys. I mean, it's got board games and books and, you know, just all kinds of stuff in here from the first 4 films, as well as the Chaos Effect toy line that came out in '98. So, yeah, if you're a Jurassic collector, this is a great book to have if you're looking for new pieces of merchandise to add to your collection, or if you just want to know the history of the different merchandise lines for each of the films. And then here is a really special book that I'm happy to own as part of my collection, the Jurassic Park Official Script Book, which I just think is so incredible. And it features many, many cool concept art photos and production still photos from the film. And it's cool to just read through the actual official David Koepp script for the original film. Every time I read this, I just instantly hear the actors' iconic voices in my head as I'm reading it. I can almost picture the film in my head as I'm reading it. So yeah, really, really cool book that I'm very happy to own as part of my collection. And then, of course, we've got the recent Ultimate Visual History books for the Jurassic Park trilogy and the Jurassic World trilogy. Fantastic books that I highly recommend if you want to dive even deeper into the behind-the-scenes productions of these films. And then I've also got just this random package of uh, vintage Jurassic Park magazines and uh, other things that came in the Ultimate Visual History book, so we'll take a look at those real quick. So yeah, we'll just briefly go through some of these pieces of concept art and storyboards that came as part of the Ultimate Visual History books. We've got the storyboard for the climax of the original Jurassic Park with the raptors. And then we've got the Spinosaurus attack on the boat, the long grass sequence with the velociraptors in the Lost World Jurassic Park. And we've got some concept art for the hunters and gatherers for the Lost World. And then some amazing storyboards for the San Diego incident at the end of the Lost World Jurassic Park. Other things included here are my certificate of authenticity that came with the Jurassic Park welcome kit. And then some more concept art here. I believe that one's for the raptors in the Jurassic World films. Some Jurassic World Isla Nublar maps. Ian Malcolm's book cover for God Creates Dinosaurs. Really cool toy diorama for the Lost World Jurassic Park toy line. Jurassic World Gyrosphere advertising poster. And then some Jurassic World Ankylosaurus concept art. And then these here, like I said, these are just some vintage 1992, 1993 dinosaur magazines that talk about Jurassic Park, and it's just really cool to own something vintage like this because it really gives you a better insight into what the media was hyping up Jurassic Park to be before it was released. So yeah, this first one here is from Film Threat, and as you can see, it's got the Carnosaur T-Rex on the front there. And it mostly focuses on Carnosaur, but there is a section in here where it, there we go, Dynamite, where it talks about Jurassic Park. Yeah, there it is. And then other things like Godzilla and, of course, Carnosaur and so forth. So that's a really cool one. And then this one here, Dinosaur Delirium, which, oh yeah, it's really cool. It's more about Carnosaur, Godzilla King of the Monsters, and then, yeah, just hyping up it was really just hyping up the competition between the two dinosaur films since they were both coming out in summer of '93. But yeah, just talks about Michael Crichton and Jurassic Park and things like that, the making of Jurassic Park, Carnosaur. It's really, really cool. Y'all can pause and look at some of these pictures if you want as I'm going through Prehysteria. So yeah, I think this is actually a Prehysteria poster right here that I haven't taken out yet, but yeah, I think some people remember that movie, King Kong. So it talks about a lot of dinosaur movies actually now that I'm looking back on it. But yeah, if you're a lover of the dinosaur film genre, which I am, and I argue it is a genre in and of itself, then yeah, magazines like this are really, really cool to check out. And then this last one here, Dinosaur, and which has amazing coverage inside Jurassic Park, Steven Spielberg's gigantic thriller. Ooh, I can't wait. Yeah, this one is very, very dinosaur focused. You know, just going over various dinosaur films, you know, Land That Time Forgot, Dinosaurus. Yeah, here's a section on Jurassic Park. So yeah, just really, really cool. And then I recently also picked up this book for my birthday over the summer. This is, I think most people know what this is. This is Folio Society's hardcover release for the original Michael Crichton Jurassic Park. And it comes in this amazing, amazing case here, if I can get it out. I'm trying to do this with one hand. So yeah, just amazing artwork inside. And, you know, it's nice to own a copy of Jurassic Park that has artwork in it, you know, uh, and the artwork's just amazing. So I still haven't picked up the Folio Society release of Michael Crichton's The Lost World, but I'll get around to getting that one Sunday. But yeah, I'm happy that I own this one for sure. And like I said, the artwork in it is just fantastic. So yeah, it gives you a nice little visual image of what's going on as you're reading the novel. So yeah. And then this right here is my Jurassic Park trading cards collection book, which has got a few stickers on here, you know, just to represent Jurassic Park. And then when we go inside here, it's got some of the trading cards. Now, I'm currently in the process of trying to collect all of the Kenner toy line trading cards. I don't have all of them yet, but I do have a few here. So yeah, you can just go through them all. These all came with the die-cast metal minifigures that I showed earlier. So yeah, I just love the artwork on these. That's why I want to collect them. And they just have that 90s vintage feeling to them that I really like. So got all those. And then I've got one more right there with the Plesiosaurus. So, and then the rest of them you see in here, these are the ones that came from Topps. So yeah, just showing all the different dinosaurs and brief descriptions of events in the film. So yeah, that's all I have so far as trading cards though. Oh, and then I've got one for Peter Jackson's King Kong, which I'm also trying to get trading cards for. And then tucked away in the back here, I've got another book. This is the Lost World Jurassic Park Complete Dinosaur Scrapbook. This is apparently a very rare book. I don't see many people that have this in their collection, but I was lucky to find it on eBay. And it's basically what it says, a complete guide to Jurassic Park and the Lost World Jurassic Park. So yeah, just goes over the different events in both films and the different dinosaurs that you see. This is really a moment in time, you know, when there were only 2 Jurassic Park movies and nothing else in terms of lore. So yeah, just Michael Crichton's source material, really. But yeah, really happy to own that. And then right here we have my laptop that I use for schoolwork, and as you can see, it's covered in numerous Jurassic Park stickers, just to let people on campus know how big of a fan I am of the series. And then over here, I've also got a Jurassic World Dominion mouse pad that I really like using. I think most people who follow me know that I'm not the biggest fan of Jurassic World Dominion, but that amber logo is just so cool, and I couldn't resist getting a mouse pad of it when I saw it. As far as toys go, I'm not a huge Jurassic Park toy collector. I'm not really a major toy collector in general, but I do own a few. You know, these are ones that I mainly have won in cheap bids on eBay. I already showed my Ian Malcolm Lost World Jurassic Park toy figure over there previously, and these are just a couple of more that I've won on bids on eBay that I still have in the box. So I've got the Dimetrodon from Series 1, and I think this is a pretty common figure that a lot of people own. And then I've also got the Spitter Dilophosaurus with the capture gear that came as part of Series 2 of the original Kenner toy line. But yeah, those plus the Lost World Jurassic Park Ian Malcolm figure, that's pretty much all I own as far as Jurassic Park toys go. I also have the Jurassic Park Monopoly game on display over here. Really nice. And then, of course, we have the posters, which is something that I absolutely do love collecting. And yeah, I apologize for the glare. I don't really know what to do about that. But yeah, these first 2 you see here are my pride and joy. These are the theatrical release posters for Jurassic Park and the Lost World Jurassic Park. Really love those. And then we got this cool limited edition 25th anniversary Jurassic Park poster. I believe this is number 138 out of 200. Features some pretty cool designs of some of the dinosaurs that you see in the original film. A couple of more posters over here. We've got another Lost World Jurassic Park poster. And honestly, this may be my personal favorite Jurassic poster that I own. I love the jungle background with the T-Rex eye and that iconic tagline, "Something has survived." I think this is just a really cool poster, and like I said, probably my favorite that I own. And then below it there, we've got another really, really cool fan art piece of the raptors in the kitchen with Tim Murphy there in the corner. And this is another limited edition piece. I believe this is number 13 out of 100. So yeah, really, really excited to own that. And up here we've got my When Dinosaurs Ruled the Earth banner, which is really nice. And then another Jurassic Park poster that I got from Hobby Lobby. Up here we've got the Jurassic Park 3 comparative size chart that came with the DVD release of the film. And then right here we've got a couple of more posters. We've got my Jurassic Park 3 teaser poster, summer 2001, as well as a Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom poster. As far as clothing goes, I've got a couple of t-shirts here that have the classic Jurassic Park logo. Really love this one here with the more sunset kind of aesthetic to it, as well as some Jurassic Park pajama pants that I wear all the time. Really, really like those. I've also got this really cool dinosaur blanket. I'm not sure if this is officially licensed Jurassic Park merchandise because some of the designs on it are not technically from the Jurassic franchise, but so some of them clearly are. So I just thought I'd throw it in here. It is a bit weird when you see some of these, like for example over here, we've got the Walking with Dinosaurs movie Orgosaurus, but they call it Carcharodontosaurus. So yeah, or what's another one? Oh, and this one over here, the Indoraptor, but they call it the Indominus Rex. So yeah, it's a bit weird, it's a bit wonky, but it's still a really cool thing to own and have. And last, but certainly not least, the two Jurassic-related things that I just simply can't go anywhere without. My engine hat, which I wear all the time, as well as my Jurassic Park iPhone case, which is on my phone at all times, and it's just really, really awesome. So yeah, like I said, can never go out of the house without these two things. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much my entire Jurassic collection as of the making of this video. I hope you enjoyed. As I said, the collection is always growing, so look forward to more updates on the collection in the future, and look forward to more videos in general from the channel in the future. See ya. Take care.